What's up everyone, I'm MikeJehmsz, and before I begin, today's actually my birthday, so happy birthday me! How long do I have to hold this? Anyway, for those of you who don't know, 5 years ago today, I uploaded a review of the WALL-E action figure line. A video that still holds up today and, for some unknown reason, has notably surpassed my very first video as my most popular. So in honor of both my birthday and the upcoming 10th anniversary of WALL-E, I'm gonna give you guys a classic review of the interactive WALL-E and Eve figures from 2008. So without further ado, let's take a look. As soon as I clear off my desk. And here they are now. Since it's been about 10 years since I got these, I did not save the packaging. If I did save the packaging back then, I mostly use it for another reason besides being a collector. Now as for the figures, we'll start off with WALL-E. He's a nice representation of his film appearance, despite lack of rust I should say. One cool feature I like is that you see there are 2 notches on either side of him in his arm grooves. You can take WALL-E's arms out of the motor sockets and place them in here for free poseability. His hands are also posable at the thumbs, but his thumbs are also kind of double jointed. They can also spin. Now you're not supposed to move WALL-E's arms up or down as they're on the motor, same thing with the head. Since my sister frequently disobeyed that rule, we're gonna see how that turned out. His solar charge level panel, his speaker grill, and the alarm are also up front, but they don't do anything. His front door opens to reveal trash, a few things with BNL logos. One of his play buttons is right here, his actual record stop play buttons. Pressing this when he's on will cycle through his sayings, and also serve as a wake button for when he goes into sleep mode. Same thing back here. Same purpose, but this one up front was used in the box for Try Me demonstration. And then this sticker residue was from, I think it had a BNL logo on it, I'm not too sure. But I recall it only said, "Do not move WALL-E's head or arms forcefully as it may damage the internal mechanism." Already mentioned what that did. And of course, what would a talking WALL-E be without working treads? So I'll show you a bit of WALL-E one-on-one. Let's turn him on. He moves a lot slower than I remember. And his microphone's right here on his panel. It's not that bad. It's like I remember it, but... And simply talking to WALL-E, you see his eyes light up blue? He's picking up my voice. Hey WALL-E. Due to occasional forceful movement of the motors, some of WALL-E's movements are kind of slower than they originally were. I'm basically just talking to him and he'll respond. I think that's enough for WALL-E. Now on to Eve. Unlike WALL-E where his eyes simply light up blue, Eve's eyes are blue and her face is basically a screen. You might be able to see me in the reflection. That doesn't show up that well on camera besides the glare of my lights. But her eyes are basically a screen, so they don't really appear until she's on. But we'll get to that later. Now as you can see, she is on a stand. The stand comes in 2 parts. The base with 3 wheels. One is a round free wheel that I'm moving with my finger, so she can pivot around, and then 2 back wheels. And the stand arm part itself, which just plugs right in. Line it up with the grooves. Turn it clockwise to lock, and counterclockwise to unlock. And there's her play and wake button, and her on-off switch. I'd say this is an accurate height for Eve compared to WALL-E, or give or take the distance she is off the ground or off my table. Before I started recording, Eve did not move all that much. Only her head moved slightly and her arms were moving. They normally flap outwards and then occasionally one out, one in, one out, one in. They were barely moving to begin with, or sometimes not moving at all. We'll see how that fares now. Here we go. Let me try killing one of my lights.
Directive?
That won't help either. Let's try the other one. Let's just kill them all. Hey Eve, it's my birthday!
Eve!
Huh. She slightly moved there.
Wally.
Huh. Hey Eve!
Ooh.
I stand corrected, you still kinda move.
Ooh. Plant.
I love the eye expressions. I love her eyes on the display, and I love the expressions that she makes. Let's just let her talk. I'll talk over her. If you recall my Toy Story collection Buzz Lightyear reviews, they probably led you to my channel to begin with. Anyway, both Buzz Lightyear's regular and utility belt had a feature where if you tilted them with their wings open, they would make flight noises as if they were flying through space. Eve has a feature similar to that, and this predated the Toy Story collection to begin with. So, tilt her forward, and she'll make noises as if she's flying. Her head and arms will also move, but we know how those aren't working properly. Stand her upright. And you might also notice that there's a button on her right arm, and it's a lot wider than that of this one. If you click the button, it'll deploy her blaster tip. Moving it up. Talk all you want. Moving it upright. She'll have an angry expression and make blaster noises. Alright, I turned my lights on again. Eve is still on with her blaster tip still out. I didn't put that back in. Here's Wally. I'm gonna turn him on. Advertise on the packaging of these guys. Wally and Eve can interact with each other when placed together. Actually, before I forget, here's Wally with his arms in the lower sockets. Compared to the upper ones, which are motorized alongside his head, these allow full posability of his arms, whether down with his door open, or up in the cute/nervous position. Now there you guys go. So there are the interaction Wally and Eve themselves, guys. I got these at Toys R Us both at separate times. I got Wally for my birthday, prior to the movie's release, then I got Eve later in the fall of 2008. If you're familiar with most of Thinkway Toys Pixar products, whether it be the original Mr. Incredible or Edna Mode figures, or the Toy Story collection, which most likely led you to my channel, you name it, the interactivity feature is something that they all carry. They're cool figures to have if you're a fan of the movie, but they're not necessarily must-haves. I mean, yeah, they're cute, they're cool, they interact with each other, they have light-up blue eyes, but they're basically standard Thinkway Pixar figures with the interactivity, high detailing, and key features. These guys and a few other past Pixar toys were re-released in a Disney Pixar line exclusive to Toys R Us around late 2014 and late 2014, to my knowledge. They were the same exact figures, just in a different packaging. Those might still be around depending on your Toys R Us store's current lifespan, and certainly on clearance. Get them while you can before Toys R Us goes under. I think that's pretty much a keeper. So that's pretty much it, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more coming your way. Be sure to subscribe to see videos just like this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and before I go, another happy birthday to myself. I really love the eye expressions on Eve. It's perfect. It's beyond... That's my favorite part of the figure, her eye expressions. My glasses appear to be a little dark. My hair's my own problem.